What's going on, guys? My name is Bricks, and welcome to a brand new video where I am going to be reviewing Lego Star Wars set 75230. I'm gonna go grab the box so I can get specifications on this set. So yeah, it is set 75230. It is called Porg, and it has 811 pieces. Retail cost is $69.99, but it is already down 20% at Amazon and Walmart as of current, depending on when you're watching this video. But yeah, this set is not UCS in my opinion. It doesn't say anywhere on the packaging that is UCS. It does not say anywhere on the instruction manual that is UCS. Even though it has a UCS plaque, it's just a plaque. It just has information about the Porg. That does not automatically qualify it as UCS. I know this could get controversial. You guys could be fighting me in the comments, but this says definitely not UCS. There's no way you guys are gonna tell me that it's UCS, and I'll believe it. Nothing will convince me, even if you guys show me a box with the UCS stamp printed on it, I will not believe it. Also, it is wide released, which even further adds to my argument that is not UCS, because most UCS sets are D2C. Anyways, so you get one little Porg in this set and one big Porg in this set, as you can see. This is my first little Porg ever, and probably will be my last. I don't really plan on getting the Octu Island or the UCS Millennium Falcon. You can see it looks pretty cool. It has a really nice head print. It's exactly the same head mold as BB-8, but very different in terms of printing and color scheme. It looks pretty accurate, except for the fact that it's gray when it's supposed to be white. And yeah, you can see that all around. The wings are the correct color, the back is the correct color and everything. It's just the head is light gray and it's supposed to be black. What am I saying? It's supposed to be white. So yeah. And then you can see it has some info on the Porg right here. I'm not going to read this all out loud just because I don't really want to, but you can pause the video and read it if you want. There is a little spot for that mini Porg that you saw there, and it is at a slight angle. There's nowhere to display the Porg or anything, or put it on the stand, which I kind of like. I mean, I have a friend who has the BB-8, and I think M&R Productions said that with the BB-8, the stand was awful for it, where you would stand it on. So yeah, I'm kind of glad they didn't include a full-on stand. It also probably would have increased the cost because of all the extra pieces that would have gone to that, especially because they would have had big pieces. But anyways, for the Porg itself, this thing is not that big. Let me see if I have a minifigure to compare it to. Aha! Here's one right here. It's a Nexo Knights fig. Yeah, it's not huge as it's advertised on the box. I don't think I could fit the entire box in my frame, but you can just see, that's a size comparison. The way it shows its foot, it makes it look like a quarter of the size of the actual Porg. We'll look at the box a little bit later, but anyways, this guy has really nice detailing on him. I'm not saying it's bad that it's small. I think it's a good size. It's not quite life size. It's a little smaller than life size, but yeah, the feet on this are adorable. I showed this to my sister when I finished building them, and the feet were her favorite part. The feet are actually very inaccurate. They're supposed to be a lot longer, and the Porg itself is supposed to be a lot more, how do I say this in a nice way? A lot more horizontally challenged, I'll say that. But yeah, it's supposed to be more fat. And anyways, it's supposed to have long legs, but the thing is, they didn't want to make this thing super unstable, so I really respect the decision to make the legs super short. I still think it looks amazing on the Porg. I think I said in my initial thoughts video that I hated the set, but now that I have it in person, it's just so cute. You can't resist this thing. It is adorable. It's the cutest Lego Star Wars set ever, and it's the first Lego Star Wars set that's full-on set that's based off of an animal. You build the animal, except for Yoda, I guess. I don't know if he counts as an animal or not, but he's not human, so I guess so. And then Darth Maul's nature is kind of an animal, and we had a set of him. We're not going to get into that discussion whether Yoda and Darth Maul are animals, but anyways, he does have these very nice wings. You can see on the tips they have sand blue detailing. Other than that, they're mostly dark gray with a couple of orange highlights, and there actually is a function to flap these, as you can see on the back. What you basically do is just push on this back part of the tail, and it basically flaps them a little bit. The thing is, though, when you flap them, it only goes up to here, when in real life you can move them up to there. So that's a little bit disappointing. I feel like they could have done better with that, but the technic mechanism is deep in there. Let's see if I can take off the stomach. Yeah, So a lot of it is covered in stuff. So that's the basic mechanism, as you can see there. It basically just lifts up that bar. That bar makes the wings flap, and you can also see it opens the mouth. This is probably a little bit disturbing to the younger viewers that I just took off his entire stomach, so yeah, let's pop that back on. But anyways, yeah, you can open his entire mouth, and look in there. There's Technic, but it is red. It is not yellow, not green, not blue. It's red, and they actually listen to us, because a lot of people have been complaining about how they use obscure Technicolors. Don't get me wrong, there are obscure Technicolors on the inside, but those aren't the ones that you see. In the mouth, it's red, and mouths are supposed to be red. So I really, really appreciate that about this set. The eyes are so huge in comparison to the rest of the thing. I mean, that's how they're supposed to be in the universe. Yeah, that's adorable. The tip of that nose that you see there is actually a Nexo shield kind of buried in there. And you can see it uses a lot of these newer 1x2 curved slope pieces, and those look really nice as well. I don't know why I called them a slope. They are not a slope. And then you can see on the back, it has a lot of these claw pieces that I think they used for Hela's wolf thing in the Thor Ragnarok set, which looks amazing. A lot of layers of these, which adds to the detail quite a bit. I like it a lot. And then it kind of transitions from the dark gray to the full-on black on here, and one of the little tail feathers just fell off. Yeah, these are all supposed to be feathers, and I think it works out really well. A lot of people don't like this. I think it looks lovely. You can kind of see in there that there's like red going on in there, but that's not an angle you'll look at it from. Even when you just plop it like that, you can't see it. And underneath the wings, there's not too much going on, I don't think. I think that's pretty much it for the Porg itself. There's not too much in terms of play features, but this really is meant to be a display model, I think. A lot of people are saying it looks creepy. I don't think it looks creepy. I did in the initial pictures, but now that I have it in hand, it is freaking adorable. And you can see it's small. It's about the size of my hand from the bottom of my hand to the top of my hand, and I'm almost fully grown. I'm supposed to grow a couple more inches tall, but I'm almost there, so this is about an adult hand. So yeah, it's not huge. I mean, I wouldn't recommend picking this up for 70 bucks. 56 I think is fair. Definitely not worth 70 though, even though it does have a positive price to part ratio. 70 is just not worth it in terms of the size. Lots of smaller Technic parts used in here. Lots of smaller detailing parts, like all of these. You get a ton of those in that set. In this set, not that set, I don't know. Yeah, so not worth the 70, but definitely worth it if you can get it, even for 20% off. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes further off as well. So let's take a look at the instruction manual. I think it's interesting to see these 6 numbered bags in here. You can kind of see how it goes together. And if you look in here, you actually start the whole thing off with this full-on Technic frame. And then you kind of just add the sides to it as you go along, so you can kind of see there's the Technic frame right there. You add to it all throughout bag 1, and once bag 1 is finished, you start adding some more. You do the mouth pretty early on, then you do the back of the thing, and you attach that on, and you just keep attaching parts. And it's really cool how it just keeps on going like that. The finished product ends up looking really cool to see. And then for the last bag, bag 6, you pretty much just build the entire head, and that is all a separate assembly, and it goes on very nicely. Build a couple separate feathers there, and here in the back you can see you get 20 of those pieces I was talking about earlier. Those are small pieces. Get a lot of blue Technic pins as well. Yeah, you get 39 of them. So lots of smaller pieces in this set, like I told you guys. So yeah, that is it for my review of the Porg, I think. Oh wait, I have to show you the packaging, of course. So let me just take my camera down so I can give you a perspective. So this is the Porg in the box. It is a $60 box, but it's like flipped sideways. Here's the Porg in real life. I don't know. It looks a lot smaller in real life than it does in the box. Sorry it's so shaky. I'm holding it with my hand. I don't have a gimbal or anything. You can see that's the back of the box. Again, a lot bigger than it's supposed to be. And yeah, I think that just wraps up my review of the Porg. Overall, I'd give this set, let's see, a 7.5, 8 out of 10. One thing I did not notice that is a flaw, that I didn't mention until now, was that the head's a little bit flimsy. So yeah, that's it for the flaws. The wings doesn't go up too high when you press the back. It's a little bit small, but I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. It looks cute. But yeah, oh my gosh, he almost just fell over. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you later. Yasta out.